Hello, everybody. Welcome to coffee hour number 5. Number 5, trucking along. Hey, Blake, how are you doing?
Okay,
Hmm.
getting a little wiped out from this whole starting a record label thing. But I mean, I haven't even started emailing anybody yet.
Oh,
All the work, and finish building this application that I'm working on for it. Yeah, because it's not gonna. The application isn't gonna be just for me. I'm hoping to actually sell it. Cool thing is it's doesn't. It's I mean, it's label centric, but I mean, promoters can use it too.
yeah,
It's full campaign tracking, email capabilities within the application, um, template saving, release tracking.
nice.
I'm finishing up. I'm putting in live, show tracking. So putting all that in now too.
Nice, nice. Uh, um, Speaking of tracking, uh, have you ever heard, or have I ever brought up here a website called Soundcharts?
I'm familiar with it, but you didn't bring it up, but I'm familiar with it.
Okay, all right.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do a little demo real quick.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, my application is all internal, of course. I mean, it's 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 syncable with Google, but
nice.
Google Calendar and Mail. But
Oh, nice. Yeah. So for those who aren't aware, Soundcharts, it's soundcharts.com, and it is a data aggregate website. They've got, of course, they've got different subscription plans and stuff like that. I have, I have and I forget what level it is, but basically I can monitor and get a lot of details for up to 10 artists. Like I can unlock them. So like you can go in and uh, look at the high level artist stats, but in order to get deep into the details, you have to unlock it, and that's the number of licenses and whatnot within the subscription. But so like here I've got favorited artists, but you can just search for anybody. So like, let's see. Come on. Oh, there we go. Metallica. So go here and it gives you their total fan base, the sources they're coming from, the breakdown. Yeah.
cool.
Metallica's, yeah, they have 129 million total fans. Um,
They probably have
and
more than that, but that's just the trackable.
yeah, exactly. That's the um and they do the breakdowns and stuff like that. Uh you can look at TikTok and Spotify playlists, Apple Music details, Amazon playlists, YouTube playlists, and see here it's got that unlock thing if you want to go deeper into it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Here's one of the bands I'm in, Seven Factor. So they've got 81,000 fans. Um, yeah, quite a bit. Um, Speaking of Seven Factor, we just released a single last night. Um, let me bring this over here. So my dogs are losing their mind. Um,
They do that.
there's a bird that's harassing them. Um, yeah, so Seven Factor just released a new single, Take the Flesh. Yeah, this one honestly is one of my favorite Seven Factor songs we've ever done. So it's a banger. I'd play it here, but I still got to dig into YouTube details and whatnot because I'm gonna upload this, of course, to YouTube here in a little bit. But yeah, if you haven't, go check it out. It's a nice industrial metal tune. Hits pretty hard. It's also been one of the. I didn't write this one. This was predominantly written by the singer Seven and Eric, and I'm still learning a lot of the parts to this. I know about 90% of it, but when it comes to learning songs that I didn't write, I'm usually doing it by ear. Well, hell, even the ones that I do write, I always fall into this trap where I'll write a song and put it together and mix it and whatnot, and I don't actually play it or touch it for months, if not years, and then I have to reteach myself how to play it.
Right.
But yeah, this is a pretty cool track.
What track is that?
It's called "Take the Flesh."
Take the Flesh. Yeah, got it.
Yeah,
it's not on Bandcamp yet.
It's not.
I'm looking at
Oh,
right now. I've got the only thing on Bandcamp is Suicide Diaries Revisited and Room 101.
Oh, wah, wah, wah. That dude. Yeah, that'll get fixed. Yeah, actually, I'm going to send a message right now. All right. Yeah, I've harassed him. I know he's in the middle of doing something right now, but he'll see that in a little bit. But yes, it will be available on Bandcamp. He and I were chatting about the releases and whatnot, and there's going to be quite a few songs released next year. I think this is just kind of like a taste or a teaser, but there's supposed to be 4 volumes, so 4 albums, and I think each album is going to have 13 songs on it.
Cool.
But going to do some pretty steady releasing on this. Yeah. Anyway, go check Take the Flesh. I'll post links in YouTube and whatnot for different places you can go check it out. But let's see what other fun things going on. Been kind of taking it a little light right now, given the holidays happening.
That's fine.
So going to go hard and heavy at the beginning of the year. Got mapping out a few different webinar topics. I'm also going to do some short videos, like kind of going through over like some of the live setup that we use. As I shared in the community yesterday, I'm looking at upgrading. We currently use a Behringer XR18 for our live show, and I'm looking to upgrade that to the X32. The only thing is there. So the X32 doesn't have its own wireless access point, so you have to connect it to a Wi-Fi router in order to properly use the app and whatnot on like an iPad or things like that. You can hard connect it to a computer.
I love Behringer's stuff, but if you wanted to really upgrade, you should look into the PreSonus Studio Live rigs.
Yeah, I've looked into those
because those are fully ready to just use Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I may have to check that out. I know that Behringer bought or merged with Midas, a few years back, so a lot of their technology is basically the same. If you get
Well, they've always been part of Midas, as far as I know.
oh yeah,
I mean, the first Behringer stuff that I got, um, I don't know, damn, 10, 15 years ago,
hmm
had had Midas pre's in it.
okay.
So
Nice, nice. Let's see what else has been going on. Oh, I am probably going to start hosting karaoke events on a kind of
yay, why not?
personal thing. Yeah, I was. So I've been getting into the karaoke community for the last year and a half, 2 years, and there's like a solid group that I go out with on a weekly basis, and uh, I've been helping assist one of the KJs whenever she decides she wants to take a break or go to the bathroom or something. She'll like have me handle it. And then she's been pushing me, and a couple of my friends and have been pushing me to do my own karaoke hosting and whatnot. So
Cool.
I'm looking into that.
I think I told you already that, I mean, throughout the entire 90s, if I wasn't DJing, I was running karaoke.
Nice. How did you enjoy it?
Oh, I love it. I mean, first of all, I'm a singer, so it helps in that respect, because you have to be able to perform as well, because it's not just them.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to sing a couple of songs just to get them warmed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I loved every minute of it. I mean, I would have. It was pretty where I was doing it in Rhode Island. I mean, I'm jumping. I mean, I like 4 or 5 different bars that I did it in. So um, it was I was very busy.
Nice.
If I wasn't DJing or playing in live bands, that's what I was doing. And so I mean, I had all great singers, really great singers that were doing it. I think a lot of people back then, at least, were singers and artists themselves, and they were using it just to keep their vocal chops up.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Honestly, that's kind of one of the things that I use it for. I just one, it's just fun.
Hmm.
I was not big into doing vocals or singing for years, and then with like I said, within the last couple of years, I started getting into it, and my wife and I are it's ridiculous. We have spreadsheets with all the different songs that we want to do, try, and we've got them categorized by yes, this is good enough to do in the public, work on, but you can do it in the public, or hey, just work on it at home, or no,
Hmm.
this is not a good song to do. Or figuring out, so like every time we show up to the karaoke event, I'm pulling up the Google Sheets app on my phone.
In the beginning, I was working with a guy who was the original guy who got all the Kiss songs
Oh
on
yeah,
yeah, he got them on the what the heck is the name of it now?
is it Sound Choice?
No, the other one begins with a D.
Oh
Old school. It's Sound Choice is it kind of took over everything. There was another one that began with a D. That's why I can't remember it, because
okay,
Sound Choice took over everything.
yeah,
But yeah, he got all. He was the first one. He was the one that got all the Kiss songs available for karaoke.
nice. Yeah, I've been known to do. I was made for loving you. I've done that a couple of times. Um, Sometimes I'll do look it up just to embarrass people. But
I couldn't do half of them now. My voice has changed so much. But I mean, when they came out, I was constantly singing Kiss songs.
yeah, I I apparently my predominant range is like 90s grunge songs, or I don't like that seems to be the one that I do the best at. Um, Even though I'm like I haven't really been into grunge or listened to a lot of those songs on playlists or anything. Like I don't listen to them now. But apparently I'm really good at like Pearl Jam and STP and some Nirvana and Alice in Chains.
About a month ago now, I went to see a band, a friend of ours, play, and they're 90s babies, not 80s babies. So all of
Yeah.
their songs were pretty much all 90s. And I was just not a fan. I was into it for about 5 minutes when it started.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
then I was like, yeah, no, this stuff isn't really all that good. I prefer happier music, unless it's goth.
Yeah. Yeah. Goth music isn't generally very happy.
But it's also not like absolutely depressing like half the grunge. It's so real. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? The downer goth stuff is more fantasy than it is reality.
Mm, nice. So if because I'm not as versed in like I know you've talked about like the traditional goth versus modern goth being more industrial electronic and stuff like that. Like who would you consider to be the big four of goth music?
Okay, that's going to be a tough to say particularly because it's going to be based on years. But I mean, I'm not going to say Susie. I'm not going to say Bauhaus because they're givens.
Okay.
I mean, Susie and the Banshees, Bauhaus, uh, Joy Division, they started the thing.
Yeah. So I
But
mean in
but
essence
but
that
but
would make them in the big four. Like
yeah, well, and the Damned.
the Damned.
Mm-hmm. If
I
you
thought
want
they were
that would be the big four right there. The Susie, Bauhaus, the Damned, and the Damned they started out as punk,
I was gonna say I thought they were a punk band.
but so did Susie, and so did the
Okay.
Cure, so did
Yeah.
Joy Division, so did Bauhaus. They all started out as punk.
Okay.
Like their first few songs were punk,
Yeah.
all of them.
So
And then they realized right away that punk wasn't there to stay,
yeah.
and they were all more talented than half the punk bands,
Yeah.
so they just expanded. And yeah, I mean, by 1984 the Damned was straight goth.
Yeah. So I mean I definitely the little bit that I do know, the first one that popped in my mind was Bauhaus. Um
Susie doesn't consider herself to be goth, but she's the queen of goth.
yeah.
She can't get away from it because we've all labeled her that.
Yeah. What about so how would you fit the Cure into that? Like
Absolutely. I mean, the Cure is one of the big five. I would honestly, I would probably put the Cure before the Damned, only because the Cure was goth before the Damned became goth.
I mean, I'll be honest, like thinking of it from a cross genre or I guess like a cross audience perspective, like thinking of like when we talk about the big four, where I guess it probably should be more criteria involved in that to make it more empirical. But I would
Right.
say that like one of the things that would make a a band or artist in the top is being how well they're able to reach people that don't normally listen to that genre and bring them into it. And for me, I think The Cure is probably, even though I personally am not a big fan of The Cure, but I would consider them being one of the top ones just because of
Yep.
their sustainability, how long they've been around, they're continuing to write music. They hit the popular radio stations and pop music and whatnot. Like me personally, I've never heard a Joy Division song in my life. I think I've heard a couple songs by The Damned, but only because I was in a punk phase in my senior year of high school. for
I
about
can
6
guarantee,
months.
I can guarantee you've heard a Joy Division song in your life, but you wouldn't know it as a Joy Division song.
Yeah.
Their music's been in a ton of TV shows, movies.
Okay.
I mean, you would have heard one.
Yeah. Um, I've recently, like honestly, I've heard of Susie and the Banshees, but not as much until recently, because I know there's been a lot of concerts with her, and whatnot, and also my wife has been listening to Spellbound a lot. She had that on one of her. She had that on her list of songs from karaoke to try to learn.
Mhm.
And I think she's given up on it, but I've heard that song a lot.
Susie's not easy to cover.
No, no,
Not at all. I mean, that would be like trying to cover um, Kate Bush, or trying to cover Bjork.
yeah. Oof. Well, but a lot of people have done covers of that Kate Bush song. A
Oh yeah,
lot,
I know. I know.
like
I mean, some of them are not. Some of them would be fairly okay, but there are Kate Bush songs that if anybody tried to cover, they would destroy it because,
yeah,
and I mean, and again, I threw Bjork in there. If anybody ever tried to cover Bjork, they probably have a heart attack doing it, and or their throat would pull out of them.
right. They don't. Trying to cover Bjork, it requires a certain level of dementia.
Yeah.
And
But yes, back to I mean, the Cure would definitely. I mean, I would always have them in the top, but
yeah,
because they have such a massive crossover,
yeah,
I wouldn't put them in there in that respect just because of that. Because honestly, the Cure appeal more now to pop
yeah,
fans than they do goth fans.
yeah,
you know, so
yeah. I could see that. Like, I know Bauhaus is always the top one, but for me, like I heard of Bauhaus in 1999 was the first time I'd ever heard of them, because I was pretty sheltered growing up, but a friend or roommate of mine introduced me to them, and I guess they had just come out with a live DVD or something, and he was playing it for me, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. This is different. um but like, to me, the as soon as someone says Bauhaus, the immediate Rorschach response is Bela Lugosi's dead. And then it's like, okay, well, what else
yeah,
is there? What else is there in Bauhaus? I mean, I know they have quite the amount of songs, but Bela Lugosi's dead is the one that pops out.
that's the one that's going to pop out to everyone. I mean, that's the first. That's the first because it's been used in so many different things.
Yeah.
I mean, and the first time I heard that was when I saw um The Hunger.
The Hunger.
If you've not seen that movie with David Bowie,
Oh yeah, I've not seen that.
you need to see that movie. Now it's slow, but it's an extremely interesting movie.
Okay.
Okay, they're vampires. Him and his partner.
Yeah.
She turned. I'm going to just give you a quick synopsis, just to give you an idea. She turned him, but then didn't tell him that she's cursed, and instead of living forever, he can only live for like 30. Whoever she turns can only live for so long,
Yeah.
and eventually they grow old extremely fast.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you the rest, but that's the premise. I'm not going to tell you the rest because it gets creepy too.
Yeah. I'll
the,
add that to my Amazon.
the Hunger. Yeah.
Yeah. Susan Sarandon was in it.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, let me add that to my watch list before I forget. Um, I love finding this, especially so like I'll get a couple of hours either really late at night or first thing in the morning on the weekends to like just watch some stuff by myself, and this seems like this might be one that I put on that list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you like creepy stories. I
I
mean,
love creepy stories.
again, it moves a little slow. There's no action in it.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's not true. There is some action, but it's not like, it's not an action flick at all. It's just a um, slow moving horror, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, and then there's another one that has Tilda Swinton in it. If you haven't seen that, hold on, I'm gonna get the name of it.
Oh, the one with Tom Hiddleston in it.
Yeah, Tilda and Tom. It's a really slow mover, but it's a friggin' awesome movie.
I have that
And
on my watch list because that
uh,
kept coming up.
what the heck is the name of it now? Let me sort this list.
So apparently, David Bowie also did a horror anthology show called
Mm.
The Hunger.
Oh yeah.
Let me add that to watch list too. Just kind of curious. Um, yeah. David Bowie hosts a horror anthology show introducing the evening's story. The stories are steamy tales dealing with power and lust. Guest stars include Daniel Craig, Lena Headey, Timothy Spell, Karen Black, Jason, and Colin
Cool.
Ferguson.
I'll have
Yeah.
to check that out too. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
apparently,
Only Lovers Left Alive is the one.
yeah, I've got that on my watch list.
Yeah,
Yeah. Definitely.
it's really good. I enjoyed it a whole lot. Again, another slow mover for the most part. And I'm just gonna say that they screwed up the ending. They should have. They and you'll see what I mean. It would have made it a killer movie if they just didn't do what they did. And you'll
Oh,
see what I mean when you watch it.
it was directed by Tony Scott. That's cool. Ridley's brother. Huh.
Hmm.
Interesting. All right. Speak speaking of binge-worthy stuff, I finally watched the Diddy documentary this
Oh no,
weekend.
no,
Oh
no.
gosh. It is so
Don't need to watch that.
yeah.
I don't need to watch that. I don't. It's just what I see on the news is enough for me.
Yeah. There's definitely some more ties to it beyond just like the stuff you see in the news.
I'm sure.
Um, but yeah, that was interesting. Uh all right. Any plans for the holidays?
Nope.
No, just
I mean,
same
I'm
as
gonna make a ham, some stuffing, and an acorn squash.
oh nice. I've never heard of acorn squash.
Mm,
Yeah.
yep. You should be able to get them all year round, almost. Actually,
Hmm.
yeah. They look like little pumpkins, but they're green
Yeah.
and they're shaped like an acorn,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and they're really yummy. Cut them
All
in
right.
half. Cut them in half. Slather some butter, salt, and pepper on them, or you can do them sweet with sugar and cinnamon if you wanted. Either
Nice.
way, they're good both ways.
Yeah. We have because we live really far away from family. Um
Mm,
so we're having a bunch of friends over on Christmas
cool,
Eve, just having to get together.
cool.
We went to Costco yesterday. Uh, yeah. I don't advise going to a Costco within 7 days before a major holiday like Christmas and Hanukkah and all that stuff. But yeah, so we got a bunch of food and uh yeah, that's what we got going on this week.
Cool.
Uh,
Enjoy it.
yeah, likewise, man. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off, and we'll see everybody next week.
See everybody next week.
All right, man. Bye.
Bye.